Hello my friends, today we're on pillar number 3 of the 7 pillars of health. In case you're just jumping in on this one, you missed the first 2. Our first one was sleep and our second one was water. Today we're going to talk about diet, food. Food is certainly one of my favorite subjects, being Italian. Food is, to me, a part of my life, not only in the sense that it is for all of us in that we eat, but coming from an Italian family, food to me brings back memories. Years and years and years of wonderful times of being around the table with my brothers and sisters. My mother, who was an absolute angel, treasure, woman of God, also happened to be a phenomenal cook. Boy, could she make some gravy and sausage. And those memories, to me, are just as life-sustaining as the food that I ate in getting those memories. So we can take food in our lives, and we could have it be the most ultimate positive thing for us, and it can become as bad as any addiction to alcohol or drugs or tobacco or anything else. You know, especially in the Christian cultures, we very often are quick to point fingers at people who do things like drink alcohol or smoke tobacco, and certainly neither of those things are good health applications to your body. But one of the things that we see as a challenge, particularly in the Christian community, is gluttony, which can certainly be no less of a sin than abusing your body with drugs or alcohol or tobacco. I don't mean a sin against God. I believe it's a sin against your body. And almost everyone that you speak to that is significantly overweight does not want to be that way. But food has a control over them, where they're like the Bible says, their spirit is willing, but their flesh is weak. And so what we're going to talk about today are some things that you can do, great common sense things, way of life kind of things that can make a difference in your day-to-day eating habits. And our goal here, unlike virtually any other company that you will see on the internet or television, is not to give you a bronze bikini beach bod or a six-pack of abs so that you can be hot for the other sex. Our goal is to get you at a weight that is physically healthy for your temple. That is something that, yes, it's always good to look appealing. It's good to look healthy, especially for your spouse or your spouse-to-be. Everybody wants to look appealing, and there's nothing wrong with that. We don't want to go past that point, though, where it becomes an obsession. That's not what we're talking about. The reason why I bring that up is not to be judgmental or to get on my soapbox. It's because so many people think that that is the bar, that is the meter stick of where they need to go, and if they don't get there, then they haven't gotten anywhere. And that winds up causing an immediate wall of frustration, and they throw their hands up and they say, okay, I am who I am. I'm overweight, but I love God and I'm a good person, so it's okay. But if you're not happy being overweight, it will follow you around. It follows you into the workplace. It follows you into the social place. It follows you into your own life. And oh my, does it follow you into your health. Did you know obesity is the #1 cause of arthritis and joint pain? Too much stress on the joints. An orthopedic surgeon's best friend is an overweight person. We know about what it does to heart health. How about what it does to your brain? How about what it does to your arteries? How about what it does to your skin? How about what it does as a legacy to your children and your children's children? We see obesity become a legacy, good, bad, or indifferent. So let's talk about the things. #1, know what you are eating. What amazes me more than anything else is how blind people can be to what it is they eat on a daily basis. They'll question a doctor to no end about his diagnosis, or they'll question a pastor about his moral structure or his moral code or his past. They'll certainly doubt a politician to no end, but they'll pull up to a drive-thru and order the latest special for $4.99 that's had a tremendous amount of marketing budget behind it, with a complete blind trust as to what they're putting in their body. Did you know many of these fast food meals that you get with the double bacon cheeseburger, fries, and a Coke can contain as many as 2,000 calories in one meal? And that's not to mention that the fact that those are predominantly naked calories versus nutrient-dense calories, which we'll get to in a minute. What I'm talking about right now is knowing what you are eating. Read labels. If it doesn't have a label, don't eat it. If you are pulling into a fast food place and you say, Joe, my schedule's busy, I can't do it. Okay. If you're pulling into a fast food place and you've got an iPhone, you've got a BlackBerry, you can Google that thing, whatever you're going to order, and in 60 seconds have the caloric content and the fat content of what you're about to consume. And if it's for breakfast or lunch and it's anything over than, I don't care what your circumstance is, if it should be somewhere in the 500-600 calorie range. If it's anything over 1,000, 1,100 calories, make a different choice. And there's many ways to make those different choices. Number one is controlling portions, okay? So one of the easiest way to control portions, one of the biggest sins in America, you know, it used to be yesteryear, my grandmother used to go to the market every single day to buy the food for that day. Well, number one, she had to walk to the market, exercise. Number two, she bought food daily, fresh. Number three, she bought what they needed for that day, portion control. And guess what? My father and my grandfather, that family, when they were done eating, there was no TV, there was no PlayStation, there was no computers. You know what they did? They talked to each other. Crazy, crazy, I know, but they talked to each other. They continued to use their brains. And when what they had for dinner was gone, the food was gone. So the pantry wasn't stuffed with a million different things. Now I realize that's not the culture we live in today. But I'm trying to give you just one of the many insights as to why obesity is so rampant. So we need to control our portions. So it's nighttime. You want to snack on something. Fine. First of all, make a good choice. Nuts and seeds, especially seeds, are a great choice. Sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, a small piece of fruit is a good choice. Obviously, vegetables are a good choice. Red peppers, green peppers, yellow, orange peppers are very filling and very nutritious and very low in calories. Those are some good snack choices. If you're not going to make a great snack choice, let's say you want something like potato chips, you can use organic potato chips, something that is cooked in cold expeller oils instead of hydrogenated or recooked oils. Something that's baked instead of fried. Now we're minimizing the bad choices. I'm just using dessert as an example here. There's so much more information about this on our website. If you're going to make the worst of all choices and you're going to eat some processed food chip thing, even then you can still minimize the damage by portion control. Don't bring that big bag of chips into the family room and sit down with this big, huge, fat bag of chips. Take, if it says that it's X amount of ounces or so many chips per serving, take, say, 2 servings, which is probably more than you should have. But if you did this, you'd probably be better off than you are. Take 2 servings, put them in a bowl, put the bag away, put the bag down. Bring the bowl into the family room, watch your TV, eat 1 chip at a time, enjoy each chip, chew it slow. When your servings are gone, you're done. Now you've minimized the damage by portion control. You can do this with all your meals by reading labels and by informing yourself.